Hey, good evening. And this is Purple Power Live. Hope you're great. And let's see who's in the room tonight. Sheila, Miss, Jackie, Randy, Gail, Jody, and a Jelly. That's a hard one to pronounce. A Jelly Ascencio. It's a great evening. NA is in the room. Purple Power, Purple Power, Purple Power. Dream Weaver, Randy is here as well. Good evening, and Lena and Cindy and Jody. Oh, and there we go. Tanya and Miss Ashley and Shane, Tamara, Mike. Good evening, Catherine, Chandy. Good evening, Brandy, Nancy, Doug. Hello, Antonio, Paul. Hello, hello, Patrick. Hello, Rita, Ebony, James, Marina, Frank, Janice. And let's see who else comes after Janice. Oh, then it freezes up. Sirloin hit the power cord again. Barbara and Keith. Well, how is everyone tonight? This is Purple Power Live. Thank you for joining me for the live broadcasts every night on this channel about 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Breaking news tonight across the board. For my SSI Social Security Railroad benefits and Social Security beneficiaries as well, there's now not one but three add-ons that could be coming to you under the second stimulus package. In the video right after this evening's check, which will debut right after this video, I'll be explaining to you why in addition to that $2,400 that we talked about last night, that $200 per month additional that will be run during the pandemic to the end of 2021, the Biden administration is proposing two more additional payouts, and one of which is lifetime. Lifetime, and then another one on top of that that's lifetime. Incredible, great news. And there's Republican support for Social Security increases and SSI and railroad benefit increases as well. So this is incredible, great news. And I'll say right off the bat, it does not cancel out something else. So, you had that membership to the casino. You can still go to the casino if your membership. You have the 2-for-1 discount to Supercuts. It's in San Francisco, where she gets her hair done. You can still go to that Supercuts and use your coupon. So yeah, it doesn't cancel out anything else. So let's see where everyone is from tonight. What cities are you all from? Buenas noches from Los Angeles, Washington State. For Shar. Shar's from Washington State. What cities are y'all from? Chicago. Oh, Philadelphia, Georgia, Louisiana, Queens, New York, Austin, Baltimore, Bergen, North Carolina, Las Vegas, Minnesota. Hello, Minnesota. Long Island, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Lexington, Roanoke, West Virginia, Alton, Defiance, North Carolina, Amarillo, East Tennessee, Wenatchee, Decatur. Wow. Saginaw, Arkansas, Richmond, and Detroit. A lot of Midwest here tonight. Woodland Hills, Wood Lake, California. New Mexico, I missed one. Kentucky, Lake Placid, Waynesboro, Redlands, 29 Palms. Oh, wow. Oregon, Texas. So we have a little bit of Midwest and a little bit of West Coast, not so much East Coast tonight. Well, there we go. We got some a little Genesee, New York, Brooklyn. Okay, the East Coast is coming in now. Upstate New York, Dodge City, Kansas, Fort Worth, Texas, Skio, New York. And Lawrenceville. Okay, we got some Southeast Georgia in the house. Jacksonville, Florida. Know you're very well. West Virginia. Okay, there we go. Well, thank you for the super chat, Jody. And the person right before that, I missed who that was with the dancing. Hey, how are you? And fellow Texans, Indiana, Albany. Wow. So we're representing anyone internationally or from the U.S. Territories. Love to see you as well if you're in the room. Let's go Raiders. Yes, let's go Raiders. Good team. St. Louis is in the house. Pamela, hello. How are you and Rory Stevens from Ventura, right real close by. Oh, we got a lot of California in the room tonight. Irving. Rebecca, well, thank you for the super chat, Rebecca. Oh, Philippines. David is from the Philippines. I just saw it go by. Tampico, Mexico. I missed the Tampico, Mexico. Tampico, Mexico, and the Philippines. Give me a shout out back again because I missed it when it went real fast. Let's see if I see it again. Tampico, Mexico, Tampico, and the White House. Yes, I see the White House. Is here. uh, Packers fan. The Packers are a wonderful team. Packers are just a wonderful team. Juliet, Illinois, Tennessee. Wow. Hello from Florida, Oklahoma City, Mars. Oh wow, how's the weather there, Mars? Kelly Nunez. Well, thank you, Mississippi. Port Adjoin. Thank you, Connie, for the super chat. Jan from the D, how are you? From the D, Milwaukee. I'm good. How are you? Hi from Missouri. Wow, we have a lot of Missouri in the room tonight. Steelers fans. Steelers are a great team. We got some great teams represented in here. It's cold in the D. Dumpster. Oh, you're from the dumpster. What? You're from Calcito, Florida. So I guess my Philippine. There we go, New Mexico. But I guess I may have lost my Philippines and my. Oh, there we go, San Manuel, Mexico. Wow. And then there was a person from overseas. Well, hello and evening. Wow, that's a lot of people in the room already. 3,000. There we are. Meximent from the Philippines. Well, thank you, Meximent, for joining me from the Philippines, and Rainy from the moon, which is out of this world. It's really out of this world in on the moon right now. Reading, California, Pennsylvania. Are you going to read me tonight from Reading, Pennsylvania? Missouri, show me the money. Yeah, that's tell that to Congress. Missouri, show me the money. Hello from Staten Island. Well, hello, Cara Ciccione. Wow. Dallas Cowboys for life, St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah, I guess it's not the Rams anymore. Yeah. Tamika with the hearts and the wow, Atwater, Ohio. There's an Atwater here in Los Angeles, Maine. There we go. We're going a little bit more north. Wow, we got a lot of people. The first time I went live. Oh, from Hawaii. Oh, that went real fast. I just missed that. Oh, Virgin Islands. Agnes Charles from the Virgin Islands. Well, this is exciting now. Now we got three people. Off the mainland. Fiji, wow, Viene di Lai from Fiji, joining us in the Gulfport, beautiful town. So we have a lot of people in the room from overseas tonight, about three or four, just really quite exciting. If you're joining me just now, this is Purple Power Live, live every night at about 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. On the East Coast, that's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and for my Missouri and Midwest people, that is 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're a little bit late. Seahawks are also a great team. I just saw that as well. Canoga Park, Los Angeles. We're pretty close. So, stimulus updates for tonight. So, there's a lot of developments going on. Right after this recording is evening's check. I dropped it into the pinned comment of this video. Please watch that video. It's taken a little while to upload, but it will be uploaded and ready to air at the minute that this video is over. It's going to go over why suddenly now there's actually not one, not two, but three increases for Social Security that are being proposed that are in the Biden plan. One is a stimulus only proposal, so it would end at the end of next year, and then the other two are lifetime. So those are incredible great news. I mean, you can call it stimulus, but it's stimulus for life, I guess. It's stimulus for life. Then Jerome Powell spoke today as well, and he said that the stimulus needs to go out right away. And then the head of the director of Center of Infectious Disease Research and Policy at University of Minnesota, who's part of the Biden transition team, has said that we could pay for a stimulus package right now to cover all the lost wages for individual workers, for losses to small companies, to medium small companies, city, state, and governments, and stimulus checks, of course. And we could do all that right now. And if we did that, then we could go on lockdown for 4 to 6 weeks, which is really quite interesting. He's basically saying we could absolutely send out all the stimulus for all of you ahead of time, and then we can go on lockdown for 4 to 6 weeks. This is the first time I've heard someone actually, say it the correct way. Pay ahead of time, and then we do it. It's like pay up, and then we'll do it. Now, what we as the Purple Power have to stay and focused on, and that's what this recording is about, is ensuring you get the right amount of money. If you're new to this channel or you're new to tuning in internationally, don't know what Purple Power is. Purple Power is a word that I came up with to describe the followers of this channel. After they were referring to me as Mr. Purple because I wear a lot of purple. And so I said, well, you have the Purple Power. And the purpose of Purple Power was to say, hey, you got to get the message out how much stimulus you're owed. You have to be informed of why stimulus it has to go from point A to point B because no one was explaining things. More about that in a second. And then you have to stay positive and you have to be bipartisan. And stimulus has nothing to do with getting money should have nothing to do with being Republican or Democratic. And as people will certainly note, that purple is red plus blue. And so, what's important to understand is that in the last 24 hours, there has been a lot of very distracting things out there. And I detail them at the end of the check video. If you watch to the end of the check video right after this tonight, you'll see me a little bit ramped up more than I usually am, because I said, you know what Pelosi did today and what Schumer did today and what McConnell did today was pretty disgraceful, because it shows that they literally are just almoed off the rockers. It's just crazy. And so what you have to do is stay on message. And that's why I'm so excited about this SSI and SSDI and Social Security benefits increase. So what the stimulus check, let's start with stimulus check first before we get to hazard pay, because I know we all like to talk about hazard pay. Do I sleep? Yes. No, then. Uh, every 5 years. Calvin and Lucas. Wow. Len West is in Calvin and Lucas. So the stimulus check, you need to be on social media and pushing, because there's there's a couple things that they're force. I want you to know the forces working against us, and the forces are the Temple of Doom today talked about her wonderful bill. Well, her wonderful bill doesn't give you anything for stimulus checks. It gives you 10 cents on the dollar. And she wants to give you that for like 500 years, for 500 months. Then on the other side, you have Mitch McConnell, you know, his history of stimulus checks. And then you have Joe Biden, who has made very clear that he wants to give you multiple stimulus checks as long as needed, and and will continue to do so and write more bills as long as the pandemic goes on. And then you have VP Harris elect, who says I will, who wrote the bill, $2,000 a month every month for 6 months until the pandemic goes away or unemployment goes down. So you see all these different forces. And what you need to do is get the message very clear out that, hey, there's this CARES Act 1 money that's sitting at SBA that is unused. Everyone knows about it. It's not some mystery that it's there. You know, it's not like, figuring out what the phone number is for Nancy Pelosi's hairstylist. It's just, everyone knows this money's at SBA. So it's sort of like, can we repurpose it? And you need to repurpose that money. And what's incredible great news is that reduces the entire debt of the second stimulus package. If the second stimulus package is $10, Mitch doesn't want to spend $10. He wants to pay $8 or $7. Well, this is how you get to that point, by using this CARES Act 1 money and repurposing it. Now, let me turn to, and so you need to get that message out very clear. And the hashtag MSC, hashtag Purple Power check, and you should be tagging all the senators that are out there. And of course, all the Biden accounts. There's a transition Biden account and a normal Biden account. All right, so now let me get to hazard pay. Hazard pay is so important. And if we have time, I'll try to get into unemployment. Wow, we're already 14-minute mark. So hazard pay. Any essential workers in the room, and tell me what your jobs are, and I will tell you if you are essential worker under the hazard pay bill. So tell me what you do, and I'll tell you if under the hazard pay bill. Wichita, Kansas in here. Teacher, yes. A vet tech, yes. Home healthcare, yes. Tax preparer, maybe not. Amazon, yes. Nurse, yes. Police officer, yes. Restaurant, yes. Goodwill, yes. Restaurant, yes. Housekeeper, depends. Direct support, dry cleaner, yes. Warehouse, yes. Nursing, yes. Babysitter, bank, no. DoorDash, yes. Police officer, yes. No job, taxi driver, yes. Automobile retail sales, no. Grocery store, yes. Auto glass technician, hard to say. Caregiver, yes. Astronaut, yes. Food service restaurant, yes. Transit, yes. Went too fast. Wastewater, yes. Driver, food, yes. Grocery store, yes. Answering services depend on what it is. Truck driver, yes. UPS, yes. Primary caregiver, yes. Funeral director, yes. Wow, we have a lot of mortuary people in here. Florists, I don't think so. Police dispatcher, yes. Pest control, I don't know. Dental, yes. Farm worker, yes. Mom, you're essential, but they don't want to pay it. Truck driver, yes. Coffee machine tech, no. Well, I don't know if it's in the restaurant. Maybe it is. So there you go. Church custodian, Uber driver, yes. Bus driver, yes. Making medical parts in the factory. I would think so. That's a hard one. Grocery, yes. Which dishwasher, yes. You're a Tom. Bus driver, yes. Grandma, you're all central to us, Grandma. Slow the chat. I can't slow the chat. Instacart, yes. Instacart, yes. Security systems, yes. Registered death certificates, yes. Wow, a lot of people working with dead people in here. Hot mess express driver, yes. Mechanic, airplanes and boats, but not cars. Electrician for schools. That's I think so, because schools are yes. Grocery worker, yes. Prison guard. Ooh, I would assume so. That would make sense. Casino worker, I don't think so. Nurse, yes. Refinery, ooh, that's a hard one. Plumber, if it's maintaining a building. Nurse aide, yes. Grave digger, yes. Factory workers who make parts for cars. If it's a warehouse, yes. Auto technician getting cars fixed. Generally, no. Hospital housekeeper, yes. Graveyard digger, yes. Roofers, and all these sort of construction things are if it's the maintenance of a building, not just from job to job. Garbage driver, yes. A bouncer, I don't know. CNA, I don't know what if that's medical. Yes. Um, just went really fast. Military, yes. Gas station clerk, yeah. Teacher, yes. Grave robber, nurse, yes. Daycare, yes. Teacher's assistant, yes. Walmart dairy stalker. It should be. Thank you for the super chat. Yashiidi. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful name. Dead person. Yes, you're essential. Dead person. Uh, frozen food factory. Yes. Boy, now it's going really fast in here. Bouncer semi recycling manager. Yes. Garbage and refuse. CNA. Oh boy, that just went right past on the screen. Whatever CNA was went real fast. So here is what we know about hazard pay is that Joe Biden wants to take it at $13 an hour based upon the number of hours you work from 20 January of this year all the way to 2 months after the pandemic ends, which could be upwards of about May of next year. I think Mitch will do it. I just don't think Mitch is going to do uh, a certain number of hours. He'll do 13. I think he'll do $13 an hour. But the issue is how many hours that Mitch will do, because Joe presumably wants to do the $10,000 hazard pay threshold and then stop at 10,000. I don't think Mitch is going to do 10. I think he'll do a smaller number. And so here are the categories that were initially proposed, but this is what's important to understand is that Joe is going to do everything sort of fresh and new. So if you're not in this if you're not in this list and I say no, understand that Joe's making changes. So you could absolutely be a yes, despite me saying to you no just a second ago. First responders, yes. Healthcare, pharmacies, medical testing, public health, social services, and others, yes. Groceries, yes. Restaurants, yes. Food production, yes. Transportation, yes. Warehouses, cleaning and maintenance, yes. Waste disposal, news, media, government employees deemed essential, education, laundry, elections, hazardous materials, disinfecting services, clinical research, mortuary services, physical therapy, dentistry, UPS, and hotels for mitigation. So there you go. Let's do a quick, because we're running a little long. Let's quickly do some unemployment. Is anyone on either PUA or UI in the room? And tell me if you're on PUA or UI, because I want to get sort of a sense of how many are getting those benefits currently. PUA, UI, SSI, a registered nurse. Yes, CNA, you're covered. Yes. PUA ended for me. UI, PUA for pending. Yes, PUA, not sure. UI, UA, PUA, PUA, SSDI, UI, PUA. So a lot of PUAs in the room. SSDI, SSI, SSI. Screen just stopped. UI, PUA, PUA, PUA. UI waiting for the results. EUC on the verge of FPUC. Okay, so that's interesting. Of my PUA viewers were well, let me just do it this way. So what you need to understand is that PUA is expiring in less than a month. As he just said, Steve just said, hi, which ends in December. Yes, PUA is expiring in just a few weeks. So this is why Purple Power has to be very loud. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, just crazy to think that PUA is expiring in a couple of weeks, and there's no, and I'm here like, hello, PUA is about to expire. I mean, we dealt with these people before, these people, Congress in July, where FPUC expired, and we just assumed it was not going to expire. And you can pull the video when Senator VP-elect Harris was on Chris Hayes, and she said, we can't allow FPUC to expire. And he's like, it just sounds crazy to let FPUC expire. Well, FPUC is expired, and now PUA is coming up to expire in December, and UI, which has been extended by FPEUC. And my concern is getting that message out very loud and clear. So, Purple Power, you need to really push. What is PUA? PUA is Pandemic Unemployment Assistance. It's UI for sole practitioners, independent contractors, and in some cases, people have been switched from UI onto PUA because they ran out of UI weeks. But they're all expiring in just a few weeks, as Miss Ashley just said. Push, PUUSH, yes, on extended benefits. And yes, some people's extended benefits are about to extend. So Trump won't do executive orders for stimulus? That's sort of a loaded question. But the reason why it's a loaded question is because I don't think he is really focused on anything but one issue right now. And you know what that one issue is? Well, that and golf. And so, the point is that your benefits are about to expire, and the message needs to be very loud and clear. I mean, this would be in a normal environment that was not a pandemic and it wasn't the thick of winter, you would expect national protests across the country. I mean, how can you have unemployment benefits to expire? It's just mind blowing. And so I don't. You have to be very loud and clear on Purple Power on social media. Hashtag Purple Power FPUC, and just absolutely say, hey, you can't have PUA expire. You can't have my UI expire. And what's important to understand is that you have to put a message on top of it. So if you are a social image to it. So if you're a single mom and you say, "Hi, I need this really badly," put that in the tweet. As many characters as you can get in the tweet. Get that message out and tag your politicians. This is what they're elected to do. This is what they're elected to do. And that hashtag Purple Power FPUC, as Paula Earhart just did. And you absolutely have to get that message out clear. Someone said I'm sparkling. Maybe I'm sparkling. So let the Twitter storm begin, as Stephen Buckner said. Absolutely. Missy, LA, you're the greatest. Well, thank you. Hello from Potea. So let's get some final goodbyes. Let me see what cities you are, and I'll give you some final goodbyes. And please watch Check. Which is in the links to this video, in the pinned comment to this video. Please watch Check, which is big. Goodbye to Kentucky. Goodbye to Seattle. Goodbye Gulfport, Great Falls, North Carolina, Arlington, Modesto, beautiful. Bucras, Spokane, Sparkling, Fort Myers, Enid. Oh, I butchered that one. Georgia, Tennessee, Idaho. Census workers, yes, covered. Milwaukee, Velasco, Virginia, North Pole. We, Mexico. Oh, hello from Mexico. ¿Cómo estás? South Carolina, North Carolina, North Carolina, South Carolina, North Dakota, and Oklahoma. Outside your window. You're outside my window as well. Have a great evening and watch check right after this. Have a great evening. Take care.